Alright, video 2 in Unprofitable Diaries. I just recorded the whole video for like 20 minutes and then I realized that my microphone wasn't screwed up, so you guys almost couldn't hear me at all. But I hope you guys can hear me now. Today's video is going to be what day trading is, what is my understanding of what day trading is. And I won't go through this everything in this video. I've just gone through it, but the audio was whack, so I'm going to try again. What is day trading? My understanding of day trading is that day trading is the practice of selling and buying financial instruments within the same day. So you have normal investing, which is you buy a stock and then you sell it maybe months or years later. That's normal investing. And then you've got day trading, which is where you buy and sell the financial asset. It could be crypto, forex pairs, indexes, futures, options, all of these things. You sell it and buy it within the same day. That is what day trading is. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. There's two types of day traders, which I have learned about so far. There's a scalper, which is like a person which is inside the trade. He buys the trade and then he holds the trade, or he sells, of course. But he opens the trading position and then he sells it within minutes. He sells it within minutes. Holds for minutes or even seconds. It could be 30 seconds sometimes. And then there's a normal day trader, which is called, I think it's called intraday trader. And an intraday trader is someone who holds it for hours, maybe minutes to hours. It could be 30 minutes. I normally hold my trades for between 15 minutes and an hour. That's basically it for me. Hours normally. So there's two types of day traders that I understand right here. Scalpers and intraday traders. I am an intraday trader. I hold my positions, as I just said, between 15 minutes and an hour. That's basically it for me. So that's it. I'm just going to get up the list here so I can talk. I know what I'm talking about. The goal is to profit. Exactly. This was also a thing that I wrote. I've got my notes here so I can remember what to talk about. So the goal with day trading is to profit within these small moves, because I mean this move right here took a week. So this is what's called swing trading. This is when you buy an asset and then you hold it for days or even weeks. Days, weeks, and even months. So that's almost normal investing. You buy an asset and then you wait for it to move this big move, which takes a whole week, instead of maybe I usually profit from moves like it could be I enter down here, for example, and then I enter maybe up to here. That's a move for me. This could be a move for me, and then I make maybe a couple $100 from this on a prop firm account, which I'm going to go through later. I'm going to go through this too. Maybe you don't know what this is. I'm going to show everything later on. You can see I bought it here, maybe, for example, and then it went up here. So that's like each candlestick here is 5 minutes. I'm going to go through all of this in what TradingView is. This program is called TradingView. I'm going to try and go through all of it later. But in this trade, I was in for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This was a 35 minutes holding. I hold this for almost 35 minutes. So that's what intraday trader does. Just going to get these assets in again. The fuck did it go? I'll just stay up here then. That's fine. So that is what a swing trader is. Now, next thing. So the rule of thumb with a day trader and intraday trader is they hold the investment, but not that long term. They hold it and then they close the position before the day ends. That's an intraday trader, and that's what I am, and that's what I would recommend for most people, because I think that a scalper, you have to hold, like, sometimes you're even in a trade for like seconds. So you have to buy and then 5 seconds later you have to sell. That takes a lot of stress, I think. And a swing trader is just like, you have to wait for so long to see your results, because you're gonna have to hold it, and then you're gonna exit the trade like days later, and I didn't have the patience for that. Not because I'm very impatient, but just because I thought that intraday trading was better for me, because I have no job. I'm unemployed, of course. I'm 16, not of course, but I am unemployed. So I thought that I had enough time to sit down for 2 to 3 hours a day and focus on the charts, and then take a trade if a setup occurred. So I chose the intraday trading. I'm just gonna quickly here. Please go down in the comments or contact me in the join my Discord server, or contact me in the Discord server or on my social medias if there's something you think that I have missed, or you have any questions. I like to try and answer them, and we can help each other become profitable, because that is basically the whole point with this YouTube channel. I want to help you guys become profitable once I'm profitable myself, and maybe you guys could help me become profitable too. Now, day trading. In day trading, you've got 3 things, or 2 things actually, that moves the market. There's a fundamental, and there's a technical. All right, fundamental trading. Some people only uses fundamentals to take trades. And what is fundamental? Fundamental trading is news events. Trump speaking, Fed Chair Powell speaks, financial news, world news, war news, everything. News. That's what it is. It is what's going on in the world, what's going on in the central bank, everything. The US economy, the European economy, everything like that can move the markets. In inflation, all these rates, inflation, what are all these rate cuts, all of these inflations, and just CPI news, all these news. I'm gonna go through them later on, but news, what's going on in the world, can move the market very well. See if we can find a news scandal. Probably sometimes when there's big news, it can really affect the market very, very much. It will make the market volatile, and when I mean volatile, I mean that it moves very, very strong in a direction immediately. This could very well be news, because you can see we have a lot of consolidation. This could be some meetings, because normally they're at 20 p.m. my local time. This could be news. You can see we have very small candlesticks, and then just suddenly the Fed Chair Powell, maybe he decided to speak. So we got these big moves, and some people can capitalize on it, and some people lose a hell of a lot of money. I never trade when there's big news, because it becomes way too volatile for me. There we go. So fundamental trading is trading news. For example, there's a very famous person. I don't know if he's very famous. He's a really good trader, at least. Julian Petrulis, I think he's called Petrulis. He makes a lot of money from trading, and he's a fundamental trader. So he's buying stocks, for example, Nvidia, AMD, Palantir, these kind of stocks. He buys them just before earnings comes out, for example, and he puts a lot of money into it. So maybe just right before earnings comes out, he watched the news, he's seen like what's going on in the world, and he's looking at wars. Maybe, I don't know exactly how he's doing it, but he's doing very well. And then suddenly he just puts like 10 million into Nvidia just right before earnings comes out. When earnings comes out, they got a big move in either direction, and if he bought the stock and it went up a lot, then he makes a very big sum of money. He usually makes a couple $1 million on his trades. So that's like fundamental trading. And technical trading is basically, some people uses both, some only uses fundamental. I don't know if some people only use technical. Personally, I use both of them. So I watch the news, I watch what is Trump saying, what is Fed Chair Powell saying, are there any big red folder financial news, anything that could affect the market when I'm inside a trade. If there are things, then I probably wouldn't trade. So that's like, I do that, and then if there's no big news, when I've reviewed my fundamental analysis, then I will use my technical analysis to give me entries using my strategy. That is basically the 2 things that move the market. It's market maker models, for example, from ICT. It is just these price movements which happens on the charts, where big institutions buys, for example, people with a lot of money, when people buy like billions of dollars of Nasdaq index, for example, or currency pair, then that's what can move the market. So they can kind of move the market up and down when they want to. If they buy a lot or sell a lot, that's what I believe. That's what I've heard. And then news can also. So inflation's, unemployment, how many are unemployed in the USA, the United States, that can also affect the market very much. Inflations, all of these kind of stuff can affect the markets. That's what like kind of moves the markets. So I'm gonna say chart move. Technical trading is what happens on the charts. Chart institutions, hedge funds, etc. buys and the market moves. And I think there's other ways. This is just my current understanding of it. I also want to go through a formula that I've heard many people talk about, and which I review every single day as much as I can, which is that if you've, I'm just gonna write it out, psychology plus risk management. This is basically a formula that I look at every single day and keep in mind. And this formula says psychology plus risk management plus you've got a strategy slash an edge, and you've got consistency. You're going to become profitable. I've had so many profitable people, profitable traders, bankers, traders, investors, all of this tell me if you've got proper psychology. And what is psychology? Basically, psychology is it's really important for you to have proper psychology when you trade. And psychology could, for example, be not over trading. Don't take too many trades. It's gonna affect your head, and you're gonna make bad decisions. Don't revenge trade. If you lose a trade, don't try to take many trades to win it back, because you're gonna lose it because of your psychology, and then you're gonna lose even more money. So instead of losing $1,000 on a day, you lost $10,000 because you couldn't get your fucking hands off the PC. And that's really important. So if you can master psychology and you can have proper psychology, you can win and lose trades without like overreacting. If you win a trade, you're not gonna dance. You're just gonna just take it calmly. And if you lose a trade, you're not gonna try and not get mad. Don't get sad. Don't try and make it affect you as little as possible. I know this is money, and it's just like in a couple of minutes and hours you can just lose money just like that from the markets. But try and have as good psychology as possible. I've heard from so many people, so that's what I do. So if you've got psychology, proper psychology, and you've got proper risk management. Now, risk management is basically how much you risk on a trade. So you can risk $100 if you got $10,000, that 1%. So then you will look at the trade. I take this trade now. The worst that can happen is that I lose $100. So instead of just opening a position, and then if you lose the trade, you can lose like half of your capital. You have proper risk management, which means it will protect your capital. That's basically what risk management is. So if you've got proper psychology, proper risk management, and you've got a strategy slash an edge which works, a strategy that works, you know it works because you've back tested it, you have a lot of data on it, you use that, and then you're consistent. If you have all these four things, you're gonna become profitable. So many people have told me this, so I want to give it to you. Write this down. Fix your psychology. Make sure you've got proper risk management. Make sure you've got a strategy, both fundamental and technical, which works. Good win rate. No, it doesn't have to be 80% win rate. It's almost impossible. Like 70-80% win rate. You can have a 40% win rate and still make money because of risk management and something called risk to reward. I'm gonna go through that later on. I'm also gonna show my strategy, which I could recommend you guys to use. I've back tested this for many months and years of data, and it's a really good strategy. It performs really well. That's what I use basically as strategy. So I just keep this in mind. My psychology right now, it's not the best, but it's okay. like, I don't overreact. I only take one trade a day. I follow something called my trading plan. I'm gonna also show you how you can create yours. I'm gonna show mine, and I'm gonna tell you what it is later. But I have a trading plan with rules that I follow when I trade, and if I do that properly, my psychology, it's all right. I'd say it's all right. But of course, I have to work on it a lot. But right now, my psychology could be worked on, but it's not the worst. So make sure that, and make sure your risk management is all right. I've got very good, strict risk management, and I have a really good performance strategy at the moment. That, if you ask me, I've got maybe a 60% win rate. And right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just be consistent for month and month and month, and maybe years. And if I see something I need to change, I'll change it. But my main focus will just be consistent. I'll show up every day and I'll take a trade if a setup occurs for me. That's it. And then one day I blindly believe I'm gonna become a profitable trader. I don't know if it's gonna take a year, or if it's gonna take 5 years or 10 years. But one day I'm gonna come through it, and I promise you that. Let this video be a confirmation. One day I'm gonna have everything I ever wanted, because I never gave up on this, and I gave it everything I had. The next thing that I want to go through in what day trading is, and that I want to prepare you on, which gave me a punch right in the face when I started this, is you're not gonna win every trade. Trading is not gambling, but it's not something where you will just have 100% win rate and then you'll be a billionaire by tomorrow. Trading is something that probabilities, yeah. Trading is a game of probabilities. What is the probability that I win this trade? Well, that depends on how much, what my win rate is on my strategy. If I have, let's say I have a 60% win rate, this means that I lose 40% of my trades. Do you understand? If you win 60% of your trades, so I capitalize, I make money on 60% of my trades. Just an example. I have an edge, I have a strategy which works really good because it's got 60% win rate. This means that I lose 40% of my trades. That's facts. So for every 10 trades I take, I win 6 and I lose 4. So if I start taking trades and then I take 2 trades and I win on them because I got a 60% win rate, so I win the 2 first trades and then I lose the next one. Many people that I've seen on the internet gives up because they think the strategy doesn't work. You have to realize it's not because your strategy doesn't work, it's just because your strategy hasn't got a 100% win rate. You're gonna lose some trades, period. You're gonna lose some trades. That's it. Like, you're not gonna have a 100% win rate. Nobody, not even the hedge funds and the institutions, got a 100% win rate. They got high percentage of win rates, but they haven't got 100% win rate at all. So make sure you don't give up when you lose trades, because that's part of the plan. Go through your trade, journal it. That's also something I'm gonna go through. Journal your trade. Make sure you've got everything under control, and make sure go through the trade, man. Go through the trade. Did you make a mistake? No, you didn't make a mistake. You didn't make any big mistakes. All right, then it probably was the probability because I don't win all my trades. Think like that. Try to think like that. Sometimes I make mistakes, and I don't know. Maybe if I didn't make the mistakes, then maybe it would have been a winner. But what if the mistake I made me lose the trade, but I would have lost the trade anyways? So you just go through it, see if you did any mistakes. If you didn't make any mistakes and you did exactly what your strategy told you, you follow your trading plan exactly, and you still lost the trade, it's not because you're a bad trader. It's because the trade was on the wrong side of probabilities. So always keep that in mind. You're not going to win all your trades. That's really important. And I'm really, if someone told me that in the beginning of my trading journey, it would have been easier for me, because I'll tell you what, I've lost a bit of money in the beginning because I started taking trades and then I was lucky. I don't know if that's like a myth or something, but many people have talked about the beginner luck, because the first trade I ever took, I sat in a car on the New Year's Eve, on the way to like the New Year's Eve party with my family. I took a trade. I didn't know what I was doing. I entered. I think I risked 3% on a demo account. And then I won the trade, and then I was euphoric for the rest of the evening because I thought that I made it in trading, and I hadn't even started. Like that that shit was 9 months ago. Yeah, 8 months ago or something like that. 9 months ago. And I've only been doing day trading for like a month there. So just keep that in mind, because I have to keep that in mind too, and we'll help each other become profitable. So let me know down in the comments if there's something I missed or something I said wrong, and I'll correct it in a sum up video. I think if there's something that comes up in my mind that I forgot to say, then after a couple of videos, maybe I'll make a quick sum up video where I'll just sum up if there's something I missed on the videos I created. I think that was everything that I can come up with about what day trading is. The next video that I'm gonna go through is gonna be softwares and programs that I recommend using, that I use, which helps you, and which all these brokers, TradingView, this program for example, news and everything, the news programs that I like to use. And that's gonna be everything for this video. So stay planted, and we'll help each other become profitable. That's kind of what this whole series and this whole channel is about. I want to help you guys become profitable once I'm profitable, and I want to show you guys my journey from unprofitable to profitable trader at a very young age, because I haven't got anything else to do, and this is what I love to do. So you guys make sure to subscribe if you guys want to follow this journey. I know I haven't got any views right now. I don't give a shit. Actually, I don't give a fuck, because I'm just doing this to fill up my YouTube so I can get some views one day and show my journey from unprofitable to profitable. That's important for me too. So that's gonna be everything for this video. Next video is gonna be softwares and programs. We'll see you guys in the next one.